We have multiple New York Yankees updates as Yankee star Jazz Chisholm has spoken out on the New York Yankees making a major change behind Aaron Boone's wishes. And on top of this, there's been a lot of discussions about the New York Yankees with the upcoming trade season approaching and how they could solve this issue for this change the Yankees are making. And it would definitely help this team out in a pretty cost-effective way. And we're going to break all this down. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Yankees Digest. It's Chris here, and we're going to jump right into things as always. Guys, you're part of that 79% that's not subscribed to Yankees Digest. We have videos like this and many more every single day, so you don't want to miss out on all the great New York Yankees content that we're putting out for you guys. Thank you so much for 7K subscribers. Now on the way to 8K and evidently 10K as we continue to grow. But let's talk about some Yankees baseball because Jazz Chisholm, he's been out for a month now with an injury. And funny enough, he has a higher F4 than Juan Soto this season still, which is pretty funny. But that's not the point of this. The point is that Jazz Chisholm's been out for a while. And what we've seen in that time with Jazz Chisholm out is DJ LeMahieu come back from an injury. We've seen Oswaldo Cabrera be injured and have his season ended. And now the New York Yankees infield looks a lot worse than it did not that long ago. I mean, look, Paul Goldschmidt's been phenomenal. Anthony Volpe's been very solid. DJ LeMahieu and Oswald Peraza, who have been stepping in there and being mainly everyday guys for this Yankees team right now, not so much. And the New York Yankees, we know how they are. They prefer to work with older guys than younger guys. So Oswald Peraza, he's finding himself in a difficult situation now as he is going to be losing his spot to Jazz Chisholm Jr., but not in the way that we expected, that DJ LeMahieu, a man who was in the running to start at third base at the beginning of this season, he's going to stay at second base, and that means that Jazz is moving to third base. We saw Jazz play third base with the Yankees last year, the first time he ever did in the majors, and now we are going to see Jazz Chisholm do that again. Now, Jazz was asked about this and said, Aaron Boone gave me the choice, but he told me he really wanted me at third base. I'm a team guy. I'm here to win a ring. I'm not here to fight over positions. We've got some of the best players in the world on our team. And on top of that, we have, as I mentioned, seen Jazz Chisholm at this position earlier. As Brian Hoke mentioned, while there were a few growing pains at the position, the Yankees were pleased with how Jazz Chisholm handled the challenge in 45 starts. There, during the regular season, Chisholm committed 7 errors in 401/3 innings, a .940 fielding percentage. Chisholm had a -2 defensive runs saved rating at third base, according to Fangraphs. And most of all, what we're seeing is Jazz Chisholm, unlike some third basemen in the AL East, open to playing whatever position it takes for the New York Yankees to be at their best. When Chisholm got traded to the Yankees, he could have complained about not getting to play second base on his new team, and he didn't do that. He was happy to be on a winning team, and he was happy to be on the New York Yankees. He was excited about it, and he's still excited about it, saying, I'm here to win a ring. Positions don't matter to me as much as winning. So shout out to Jazz Chisholm for doing that. It really shows who he is as a player. There are some people who don't love Jazz Chisholm as a player, and maybe it's because he's flashy and he's having a lot of fun. I think that's good for baseball. I think it modernizes the sport more. I mean, you look at other sports around, they're very modern with the celebrations and stuff, and they should be. Let people have fun, because it's more fun to watch people having fun than having to be all buttoned up when you're playing a sport. So I think Jazz is good for baseball, and on top of that, I think he's good for the New York Yankees. I know he's not always had his most consistent time with the Yankees, but he's been a solid player. Just this season, things went a bit awry. He hit a hitting slump, and well, when you have 105 at-bats and you enter a slump, your numbers are going to look awful. The start to the season looked really good for Jazz. He has 7 home runs in the year, which is still pretty impressive at a 181 batting average, which isn't, and that was going down. It was never great this year, but it was going down because he was stuck in a slump. It lowered his OPS, which was initially quite high, and the OPS plus, but that didn't get lowered as much. Everything else got lowered as well because he was just in a nasty slump right up until he got injured. When Jazz comes back, the numbers will certainly improve, and they're going to be a relief to see that. And we've already seen Jazz start to get things back underway. As the Somerset Patriots tweeted out where Jazz is doing the beginning of his rehab assignment, he played 5 innings at third base in his first game of MLB rehab, and he went 2 for 3 with a double. Sorry, no, I thought that said 28 for a second. I can't read. With a double, 2 runs scored, and a walk. So Jazz showed a very, very nice little blip of what we could see when he returns. He's doing his rehab assignments. He's looking good in Somerset. He'll get called up pretty soon. Jazz has been adamant he does not want a long rehab assignment as well. He wants it to be as short as humanly possible so he can get back up to the Bronx where he wants to play baseball, where he can just get back to normal Jazz Chisholm type vibes, and we love that. We love Jazz. I'm a huge fan of it, and when he played third base last, he was good. He had a .273 batting average with 48 hits, 11 home runs, and 23 RBIs. He scored 28 runs in that span, had an OPS of 825, a slugging percentage at 500, which is excellent. We saw Jazz Chisholm really get things going. He walked 14 times as well. He had 23 RBIs with 11 home runs. The man was good. He was a very good player for the Yankees last season, and the playoffs he didn't play as well, and this season we're not seeing the production as much, at least when he was playing. But Jazz has been an effective offensive player at third base. It's a matter of would you rather him at second base, where he is more comfortable and where he's been an excellent fielder up to this point this season. But where things stand right now, the Yankees will put him at third. It's also very likely this is temporary while the Yankees are starting DJ LeMahieu. LeMahieu has shown that he's not really the type of guy you can really rely on as much anymore, because you look at LeMahieu and this season, he's just not really had it going at 38 at-bats. And this is before the game on Friday night. I know it's coming out on Saturday, but this is before the game on Friday against the Dodgers. But through 38 at-bats for his season thus far, LeMahieu has 1 home run, has a 184 batting average, has a slugging percentage of 263, and the OPS is a 507. OPS plus is a 45. The average is 100. It was fun while it lasted. It's over. It's over with LeMahieu. It's clear. There was a hope that maybe he'd be able to give him something, but this is not someone you can continue to start. I know it's only been 38 games, but there's been nothing that LeMahieu has shown to make you feel like you should be comfortable with DJ LeMahieu out here for the New York Yankees at this point. It's clearly this experiment failed, and bringing him back was worth it, but that's that. It's over. So, that in mind, the New York Yankees are going to have to go out and find a new third baseman. I did slightly click the image, and you also did see the jersey swap, so that should kind of key into who's being talked about, as CBS Sports highlighted a few different of the top targets at the trade market. One of them that the Yankees were linked to was someone who they've been linked to time and time again in Sandy Alcantara. I think I've done enough videos on that we don't really need to explore that right now until we have a bit more concrete stuff on the Yankees being interested. But in the sense of Yoan Moncada, things get a little bit more interesting for the New York Yankees. As CBS Sports mentioned, it's to be seen if the Angels fall far enough from the race to consider selling off pieces. I'm including Moncada here because I'm skeptical about Los Angeles' chances based both on their roster and their run differential. He's having a heck of a rebound season, hitting the ball hard on a line while drawing his share of walks as well. Moncada's been a solid player for the Angels this season. He's on a one-year deal, and the Yankees could get him for fairly cheap. The batting average is not great, only at a 228, but the OPS is very good. He's got 5 home runs. He's hitting the ball with a lot of power. He's got 18 RBIs in his 92 at-bats. He's got an OPS of 812, as I mentioned, OPS plus of 128, so he's above average there. His on-base percentage isn't terrible, so there is a bit to like about Moncada. He could play both third and second base. He would definitely play third for the Yankees. And he is someone who, if the Yankees don't want to spend a lot of draft capital, or just not draft capital per se, but if they don't want to spend a lot of assets in general, so like prospects or just other players on the roster, on a third baseman, Moncada would not be the most expensive option in the world. So if the Yankees wanted to do something where they're not really spending a whole lot to upgrade at third base, Moncada is one of the best options that you could find. The Angels likely do not have, they likely aren't going anywhere fast. So Moncada, over these next few months, or these next 2 months before the deadline, we will see him get heavily thrown around in trade talks because the Angels can get something for him, which is better than just having him walk in a year, because it makes no sense to have someone in their 30s when you guys are just continuing to not win anything. So it does make some sense for the Yankees to be going after a guy in Moncada who definitely does fit this team in a lot of ways. I would actually like to see this move as long as the Yankees aren't thinking of buying at a higher price, and if they are, then obviously you pass up for a better player, but we'll see how that goes. I'm fine with the Yankees giving away prospects for a third baseman. Aaron Judge is not young anymore. No one on the Yankees is too young right now. You kind of want to take advantage and try to win a World Series, especially you guys have a great record. You have the best record in the American League, so everything screams you go farther all in than this. But we will see what the New York Yankees do in regards to that third base and second base positions, because obviously wherever Jazz plays, there leaves a hole at the other spot that LeMahieu can no longer fill. Guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day, and go Yankees.